You ever notice how some people get weirdly uncomfortable around you, and you didn't actually do anything? They start over-explaining themselves. They get defensive over small things. They suddenly pull back, gossip, or just quietly disappear. And you're left thinking, what did I do wrong? The truth is, you didn't do anything wrong. Your Sigma aura did exactly what it's built to do. When you're a Sigma female, your energy doesn't match the room. You're not performing, you're not faking, and you're not begging to be liked. And that alone exposes people who are performing, who are faking, and who only feel safe around those they can control. In this video, we're going to talk about why your Sigma aura exposes fake people instantly, how different types of fake people react when they're around you, and how to stop blaming yourself when your presence makes them show who they really are. If you've ever felt like I must be the problem, stay with me. You're about to see that your energy has been protecting you this whole time. Let's strip away the fluff. Sigma aura is the energy that comes from being genuinely self-contained. It's not mystical. It's behavior plus energy plus self-respect. It's calm, your mood, your worth, your sense of self. None of that depends on how others react to you. People feel that immediately. You're not wearing a mask. You're not pretending to be more bubbly, more agreeable, more available than you actually are, and you carry boundaries. Not aggressively, but in a quiet, unmovable way. There's a line around you that people sense before you ever speak. When these three things align, you become a mirror. You reflect back what's real and what's not. If you're sitting here nodding, this channel is for you. This is for Sigma women and lone wolf women. Subscribe so you stop finding these videos by accident. Fake people survive on specific conditions. They rely on masks, carefully managed images, constant validation, and environments where everyone agrees to keep things surface level. Your Sigma aura disrupts all of that. You don't overlaugh at jokes that aren't funny. You don't overshare to create false intimacy. You don't pretend to agree just to keep the peace. When you don't participate in the performance, they feel exposed, not judged. You're not sitting there analyzing them, but they feel read. They feel seen through, and that terrifies people who have built their entire identity on not being seen. If someone's whole social strategy depends on everyone pretending together, and you walk in and just don't, the contrast becomes unbearable. You're not doing anything to them. You're just being, but your presence alone becomes a mirror that reflects the gap between who they're pretending to be and who they actually are. Most people would rather avoid you than face that reflection. Here are 5 traits your Sigma aura carries that act like a walking lie detector. Trait 1. Calm eyes. You look at people. Not up to them, not down at them. Just at them. Your gaze is steady. It doesn't scramble to please or beg for approval. Fake people can't hold that kind of eye contact. Calm eyes see too much. They reveal when someone is performing, lying, testing you, so they either avoid you or accuse you of being intense. Trait 2. Low tolerance for small talk. You're polite, but you don't feed surface-level conversations forever. If someone keeps the interaction shallow for too long, you naturally pull back. Fake people need small talk. It's their cover. When you refuse to stay there with them, they feel unsafe, because now they might actually have to be real. Trait 3. You don't chase approval. You stay emotionally stable whether people approve of you or not. You're not checking their face every 5 seconds. You're not adjusting your personality mid-conversation based on their reactions. That level of independence unnerves people whose entire identity is built on being liked. They don't know how to navigate someone who doesn't need their approval to feel whole. Trait 4. You mirror truth, not performance. You naturally adjust your energy based on what's real in the room. Around grounded, honest people, you open up, you relax. Around chaotic, fake, or manipulative energy, you go quiet. You become unreadable. You're not doing this consciously, it's instinct. But that contrast exposes everything, because now it's obvious to everyone watching that you don't feel safe around them. Trait 5. Your boundaries are felt before you speak them. You're not available on demand. You don't respond to every message instantly. You don't say yes when you mean no. People sense that you're not easy to manipulate. They feel there's a line they can't cross. And for fake people, especially those used to getting their way through guilt or pressure. That boundary feels like rejection before they've even tested it. These 5 traits create an aura that doesn't lie, and people who live in lies can't survive around that kind of energy for long. Let's break down how different types of fake people react when they encounter your Sigma aura. The people pleaser. At first, they love you. They overgive, overcompliment, always offer to help, always check in. But here's what's really happening. They're trying to win you, make you need them. Because if you need them, they feel safe. But you don't play that game. You appreciate their kindness, but you don't become dependent on it. You don't owe them anything just because they gave without being asked. Eventually, they flip. They pull back. They ghost, or they explode and tell you that you never appreciated them. Because they didn't actually want to give. They wanted control. The social climber. This person tests your status fast. Who do you know? What do you do? How much influence do you have? When they realize you don't care about that game, they lose interest. Or worse, they subtly belittle you. Too serious, not social enough, too in your own world, because if they can't use you to climb, they need to position themselves above you. The gossip. This person survives on chaos. They pull you aside, lower their voice, and try to loop you into conversations about who did what, who's fake, who's messy. At first they think you're safe to confide in because you're quiet, but then you don't bite. You don't engage. You don't add fuel. Suddenly they feel exposed. Because now they're the one gossiping and you're not participating, so they back away. Or they decide you're cold. Boring. You think you're better than everyone. Translation: you wouldn't co-sign their toxicity, so now you're the problem. The narcissistic type. This person reads your boundaries as a threat. They see your self-containment as a challenge. At first they might love bomb you. Charming, attentive, intense. They mirror your depth to make you think they're safe. But the moment you don't break, the moment your boundaries hold, the moment they realize they can't control or destabilize you, they devalue you. They'll call you cold, emotionless, difficult. They'll twist your self-respect into arrogance. Your Sigma aura didn't create their behavior, it just refused to enable it. And that's what they can't forgive. Let's talk about the patterns you'll start to see when your Sigma aura is doing its job. Pattern 1. Sudden distance after you were completely normal. You had a perfectly polite conversation. You didn't say anything harsh, but afterward they pull back. They stop reaching out. They get cold. What happened? Your energy made them feel seen, and instead of dealing with that discomfort, they created distance. Pattern 2. They tell others you're intimidating or think you're better. You find out through the grapevine that people are describing you this way. Intimidating is code for I can't manipulate them, and thinks they're better is code for they wouldn't lower themselves to my level, and I resent that. Pattern 3. Smear campaigns that come out of nowhere. You barely interacted with someone and suddenly they're spreading rumors, twisting your words or painting you as the villain in a story you didn't even know existed. This happens because your aura exposed something in them they didn't want to face. Instead of looking inward, they made you the enemy. Pattern 4. People are overly nice, then strangely hostile. One day they're complimenting you, acting like you're best friends. The next, they're passive-aggressive, dismissive, or outright cruel. This inconsistency happens because they were performing the whole time. They were testing to see if you'd soften, if you'd let them in, if you'd become someone they could control. When you didn't, the mask fell. Pattern 5. You often find out later they were hiding something. Months or years down the line, you discover they were jealous of you, or lying to mutual friends, or living a double life, and your presence made them paranoid you'd find out. Your aura didn't push them away. It just wouldn't protect their lies. Here's the reframe. This isn't you pushing people away. This is your energy refusing to co-sign what's not real. So how do you move through the world with this kind of aura without shrinking yourself? First, don't over-explain. When someone decides you're intimidating or cold, your instinct might be to defend yourself, to explain that you're actually kind, that you didn't mean it that way, that they misunderstood. You don't have to fix their story about you. If they're committed to misunderstanding you, your explanation won't change that. It'll just drain you. Second, let exits be exits. If your presence makes someone uncomfortable because they're fake, let them choose distance. Don't chase. Don't beg them to stay. Don't try to prove you're not that bad. If someone can't handle your energy, that's information. That's clarity. That's protection. Third, protect your softness. Just because your aura is strong doesn't mean you have to be hard all the time. You have depth. You have vulnerability. But only give that to people who've shown consistency over time. Don't hand your inner world to someone just because they asked for it. Fourth, stay kind, not performative. You can be calm, firm, and kind all at once. You don't have to be cold to have boundaries. You don't have to be harsh to say no. You don't have to perform warmth to prove you're a good person. Real kindness is quiet. It's steady. It doesn't announce itself, and it doesn't bend itself into shapes just to make others comfortable. You're not too much. You're not too cold. You're not difficult. You're just not available for fake connections anymore. Let's end with a quick checklist. These are signs that your Sigma aura is doing exactly what it's meant to do. You feel quieter around chaotic people and lighter around honest ones. You're more selective now, but somehow less lonely inside. You'd genuinely rather have 2 real connections than 20 fake ones. People who are grounded tell you they feel strangely safe being honest around you. You've stopped apologizing for your energy. You've stopped trying to make people comfortable at your own expense. And when fake people fall away, you feel relief instead of loss. If most of that resonates with you, your aura is aligned. You're not broken. You're awake. Your Sigma aura doesn't ruin connections. It exposes the ones that were never real to begin with. And I know that can feel lonely sometimes. I know it can make you question yourself, especially when the world keeps telling you to be softer, to smile more, to try harder. But your energy has been protecting you this whole time. It's been filtering out people who would waste your time, drain your peace, or manipulate your kindness. So if this video called you out, if it made you feel seen, drop a comment and just say, "My aura sees everything." I want to know you're out there. And if you want to go deeper into how your Sigma energy specifically affects the men in your life, watch this next video on why insecure men secretly fear Sigma females. It's going to connect a lot of dots for you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for not shrinking. I'll see you in the next one.